Good evening, everyone. William Mean here, 1799. Glad you come around. Good versus evil. This video is for all my 2A people out there, all the friends and the proud community that I also belong to as a 2A person. And I want to get right into the involved with this mess because it shows you how heartless the Democrats really are. And in their voice box, they're horrible. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. William Mean here, 1799. David Hogg's already run around talking about Trump being afraid of the NRA, they need to ban these weapons of war, all this stuff. We hear this many times. And Democrats are using this horrible event, which is horrible, to stand on their platform to ban AR-15s. Now, I did a video on mental health, which I barely scratched the surface because there's so much of it out there. And there are people also read into it, they can. But Democrats don't believe in that. Nope. This person put his manifesto up there, which had on the firearm, kill Trump. Hate Jews. Hate black people. Hate all kinds of things. And I'm like, this is crazy. But this person was radicalized. Radicalized to feel hatred. And the interesting thing is, the mayor knew something about it. He had to. I think everybody knew more of what they were saying in that interview. If you listen to the interviews, there's something with them. When he started mentioning, when you blame transgenders and you blame this, that, and there's something sick with you, without even knowingly what happened, you start to get the idea that there's something wrong here. Mental health is mental health. I mean, it's horrible as it seems. But my major concern here is they use this as a platform to go after more gun control. Now, Minneapolis, like New Jersey, California, I'd say Hawaii, so many other states, we all have very strict gun control. All your blue states, extremely strict gun control laws. But I made videos of these soft targets are just soft targets and they can be utilized. But then you got these people, these Democrats running around talking about we need more gun control, ban assault weapons, da-da-da. But you know what they don't tell you? There was a handgun or a shotgun there, so how come you're not talking about banning those as well? Just the AR-15. There are 3 dispensed shotgun casings on the ground as well. But you don't talk about that. Just the AR-15. This is the insanity of this. Instead of going to the real truth of the matter, what the real problem and the heart of the matter, they just focus on one thing. You'd be surprised how many people use a vehicle to kill or wound a lot of people. We've seen it in January, the new year. We've seen it up in California. We've seen it in many other parts of the state where a crowd of people have been run over by a vehicle. Many injured, many of them killed. But you don't hear the Democrats talk about that. You don't hear the Democrats talk about the knife attacks and the machete attacks. You don't hear the Democrats even talking about the high crime that goes in these inner cities, and the drugs they produce, and the gangs they produce. They don't even talk about that. To them, there is no crime, and Trump is the problem, which is wrong. But David Hogg is standing on his soapbox like the mouthpiece like the rest of the Democrats. He won't address those issues neither. Like all Democrats, they're just totally put the blinders on and they refuse to look at the truth. More people have been killed by these items than any assault on any mass shooting throughout this country. With over 400 million firearms, you don't see everybody running around shooting people. That's pretty damn interesting, isn't it? But you won't hear those Democrats talking about that. Oh no. See, the problem here is they're trying to use this to get their platform across, to get this sympathy to run across. It is horrible what happened. Evil you can't master. But when it's fueled by hatred, radicalized by the other side, this is what happens. Far too long we see this go on all the time. They go after the 2A community with all their rhetoric, and we're not the ones that are part of this. This is their state, their laws, their responsibility. That's what they were elected for. You should have had security in our schools. I've preached about that. I made videos on that. Bad actors don't care about the law. But unfortunately, they don't want to talk about it. How much to listen to what I got here? Cartels have engaged in historic violence and terror throughout our nation and around the globe that has destabilized economies, internal securities of countries, but also flooded the United States with deadly drugs, violent criminals, illegal weapons, and vicious gangs. Where you at with that, Mr. David Hall? How about the Democrats? You want to talk about that? You let that border wall open. No, you rather attack innocent people who just own a firearm. It is a deadly shooting. One of many. But nothing can compare with the amount of violence that's out there. They talk about other countries. I want 2A committee to listen to this one. There's some research. Country Finland was 15.9% people in firearms. They had to fill out the application. They had to go through the applications and stuff like that. It's like what we do here. 15.9% went up to 32.4% currently. They're looking to go up to 40 to 45% before the end of the year. Austria, 20%. Currently up to 30%. Looks to go to be 35.8%. Cyprus, 18%. Going up to 29.1%. Could go up to 35%. Malta, 25%. Currently up to 28.3%. Might go up to 39.6%. People with firearms. We're talking about the same weapons we have here. Sweden, 18%, going up to 23.1% currently, to looking to go up to 34.7%. Portugal, 19%, going up to 21.3% currently. They're looking at it to go up to 30% by the end of the year. France, 16%, currently going up to 19.6% currently. Probably go up to 25 to 30% before the end of the year. Poland, 1.2%, up currently 12.5%. Luckily, they go up to 18.3%. That's of their population. A lot of people. And the list goes on. So, this is an interesting point. David Hogg and the Democratic Party talk like Xi Jinping or Putin or North Korea or Iran. All these communist countries. These people talk like they are part of these communist countries. They really do. They want to strip you of your freedoms, your constitutional rights. Why? So you can get a better handle on us, so you get better control of this. Biden made his interesting thing, and we all hear the 2A community. You want to take on the tribal government, you need F-18s cruise missiles. Is that a threat? Or is that just the Democratic Party putting something in his ear? Obama said something in an interesting speech he made over there in Europe. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. Order and progress can come to those who surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign. So I take it, Dave, that you want us to surrender our rights to the Democratic Party and just throw away our freedoms? People like you are communists. Period. You want socialism, you want communism, for me, you go straight to hell for all I care. We have seen these red flag laws do nothing to stop crime. This individual should have stopped by red flag laws, but for some reason that was. Interesting, isn't it? But yet, hundreds of people throughout this country have been nabbed by red flag laws. Ordinary American citizens that don't bother anybody, or go to work every day, say, go to football games, baseball games, go to parades, town hall meetings, whatever. They're constantly being harassed by red flag laws. But not this individual. You can't make this stuff up, man. Us in the 2A community need to really, really look at this because, you know, here's the thing. Over 400 million people own AR-15s and different types of firearms. I own 14. I don't own a 15. But here's the thing to this. You know, it's like the magazines. I mean, you know, there's standard capacity magazines, but they're down to 10-round magazines and whatever. Then you got your handguns. Some handguns have 10 rounds, some of them have 13, 14 rounds. Standard capacity magazines for the handgun, but you only allow 10 rounds. You can't make this stuff up, man. Stupid community needs to really, really put their foot down and start standing up to this mess. And call these bastards out for what they are. Politicians write the laws, but they don't follow the laws they write. Till then, I want you to keep your friends and family close. And do not be afraid to defend yourselves. And train regularly. You have a good day.